there, Dr. Sheep here. Welcome back to our TGIF Talks, episode 141. I'm your host, Dr. Sheep, joined by my guest today, Rondo again.
Hello.
Alrighty, let's roll the intro, and then we will talk about what we're going to talk about. Oh my god, I look at that photo, I look at that intro, and I see baby Kyle, and I think, holy crap, that was such a long time ago. But how have you been? People will be very excited to hear from you again.
Oh, I've just been swell. I've been working in the lab, golfing some, doing some hiking, going to the lake. It's been a very nice summer.
Well, when it's 80 degrees, and that's apparently warm, jeez,
Yeah.
I'd kill for a summer like that.
Yeah, it's very cool up here. I think the hottest, we had 1 week when it was like in the 90s. But besides that, it's been cool.
90s. We had a week where it was, I don't know, I think we got a few days where maybe it got to close to 100, but we just had a bunch of rain for the first time in forever. We had like 7 inches in the past 3 weeks.
Yeah, we had some rain 2 weeks ago for a couple inches, and then we had a giant thunderstorm last night.
Outback was telling me it's been dry where he's been.
Yeah, I think we're still an inch behind, so we're technically in the dry, but not big drought.
We're in the big drought still. We've had, 7 inches, and we're still in exceptional drought.
Yeah, I heard you got, like, Omaha got a downpour, I heard.
Yeah, what was it, was that the first? Yeah, the first. It rained really hard for a few hours. It was insane. Couldn't see more than 10, 20 yards.
Jeez. I love those storms.
It was really nice. I laid on my bed, I put my iPad up and watched Star Wars The Clone Wars all Saturday afternoon.
Like the series?
Yeah.
Okay.
I found
nice.
I found a website where it has every episode in proper chronological order.
Oh, okay.
So I've been watching it that way. I did screw up one episode. I watched the Senate hostage one long before I was supposed to, but I don't know. It didn't really affect anything.
Yeah, I've watched it that way once, I believe, so it's definitely different.
Season 4 is like completely in order though, which is kind of whack. I will say though, there must be a time jump in season 4 because you have the water wars, and then it literally cuts to the next episode where the Gungans are thinking about overthrowing the Naboo. So it's like, what?
Yeah, I think Clone Wars is 10 years gap, I think.
I thought it was 2.
You might want. I can look.
10. That doesn't sound.
That was at least 5.
I thought it was 2. I thought the war was really fast.
It was 3 years. I'll give you that. Nice one.
I was gonna say, I was like, what? No way. It wasn't that long.
Maybe it was between the Phantom Menace and Clone Wars.
Yes, that's about 15 years.
Okay.
Maybe not that long. Oh, okay. So so that's what we're gonna talk about today, folks. We're gonna talk Star Wars. So when I watched the Tales of the Jedi,
Yeah.
other than like Ahsoka's, I thought those were pretty good. Like all the ones with Dooku.
Yeah, Dooku was really good. I didn't think, honestly, Ahsoka's wasn't terrible, but
No.
Dooku's was the best, I'd say.
Oh yeah, all the Dooku ones were awesome. Seeing him and
like
Qui-Gon.
the training one for Ahsoka with the clones.
That was interesting, yeah.
Yeah, but Dooku was definitely the highlight, I think, of the series.
They're like, this is why Ahsoka had plot armor.
Yeah.
For Order 66.
Why she was so good.
Yeah. And this is why Ahsoka has plot armor. What's interesting...
Yeah.
What?
It was kind of interesting seeing him and Windu go at it.
Yeah, and they yelled at each other. Yeah.
Hmm.
No, but he always thought differently.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting for them to show how he got further and further away in those quick little episodes. I wish they had been a little longer, but they were good quality.
Him and Anakin have a lot in quality in common.
Yeah, they do.
I want to see more. So this is what I hope Disney does this, which doesn't sound like they're going to, but I wish they would. I want to see more of Anakin and Obi-Wan before the Clone Wars. So before Phantom Menace. Sorry, post Phantom Menace.
That would be tough, I feel like, because then you gotta recast, and then you gotta get a talented kid actor.
Well, no. I'm not talking. Not movie. Just Clone Wars, like a TV show.
Oh, okay, animated still.
Honestly, that's probably the best way to consume Star Wars.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a good way to continue most Star Wars stories is through that. Especially since like Disney looks like they're pretty broke right now.
I will.
Did you see that they laid off a bunch of like ESPN workers?
No.
They laid off, I think, 7,000.
Everybody's laying off everybody, though. It's a weird time. We're not headed for a recession, yet all the companies act like we're in a recession, yet they all still need employees. It's a very weird time.
Yeah, it is odd, isn't it?
Some companies are laying like some tech companies are laying a bunch of people off because they're concerned about a recession. But the economists are like, we've dodged the recession because, well, they did not crank the interest rates down high. They did not increase them high enough, fast enough to cause the recession like they thought they would. Because despite all the layoffs, there's still massive amounts of other jobs that that other places that need jobs. Like my own bank. We've needed somebody for like 60 days now. The manager says she's never had a position open this long. She's like, it's never been this difficult to find help.
But interesting to see that.
Then again, it's it's entry level stuff. I think that's the problem. But
yeah.
Well, anyways, so back to the Star Wars thing. No, that'd be perfect. It'd be perfect to do. I think Star Wars, they honestly, the Clone Wars they could tell so many stories in there before the Clone Wars, before Attack of the Clones, and it could all be animated. It wouldn't bother me. They could tell better stories, to be honest, that way.
Yeah, honestly, I think a darker show with just clones would be pretty cool too.
Yeah, I'm in the Umbaran.
The Umbara story is probably one of my favorites.
It's interesting that they showed. So I was watching, and the battle scenes they're shot differently than the previous ones. There's these long, previously, the battles were quick clips between, the Jedi fighting, the clones fighting, the droids. This is like these long, sweeping shots over the battlefield. And it's quiet, too. There's no music. I don't know. It's very different because I've seen so much of the Clone Wars so fast in such a short amount of time here. It's the fastest I've ever watched of the show. So it's like I see the progression just happen really fast. Something I thought, when I remember watching it, I didn't realize how early on they changed Ahsoka's look. It was right after season 2. Which I think I remember in the show. Season 3 is when she changed. And that's also when they gave her second lightsaber.
Yeah, with the darker maroon outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah. she definitely progresses. Kind of funny. She was like probably the most hated Star Wars character when she was introduced, but now she's kind of beloved.
Well, yeah, because she was very whiny in the first two seasons. In the first two seasons, I think everybody just loves Anakin so much and Obi-Wan that, they got angry with her.
Mm-hmm.
She
definitely reminded me of Anakin in like the movies a little bit, kind of being whiny, like in the Attack of the Clones.
Yeah. And Anakin, oh my God, the man is overpowered. Like I was, so I'm watching the Naboo episode. I just watched the Naboo episode.
Which one?
Where they catch General Grievous.
Okay, yeah.
And they have to trade Anakin.
Mm-hmm.
And literally, I was like, it was such a weird thing. Like Anakin literally got his ass handed to him. But then, when Dooku finally got him, knocked out, Dooku like had to catch his breath, and you could actually see he was concerned about losing.
Mm-hmm.
Dooku actually, I was like, holy shit, never mind, because I was just like, how the hell is Anakin not just mopping the floor with him? Well, Dooku actually used the Force against him. Usually they're always just, lightsabers this, lightsaber that. Dooku doesn't use the Force that much. But then he actually uses the Force against Anakin. And he has to use Force lightning. And he has to have those droids with him too. Which, they must have been different droids. Because I remember Anakin and Obi-Wan cutting those... Every time they fight Grievous, they cut those droids up really fast.
Yeah, the Magna Guard droids.
Yeah, but when he fights Dooku, he doesn't even kill a single one.
Yeah, I'm sure that he probably has specialized ones for him.
Well, they were yellow.
Make them all the same.
Yeah, they were yellow instead of purple, so I don't know if that makes a difference.
Yeah, Magna Guard ranks.
They had, their lightning was yellow instead of purple, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows? But they kicked his ass.
They did. Anakin got wiped.
Yeah, and I just love how Padme was just like, fuck my husband. I can end the war right here with Grievous. I'm like, what would have happened if one of the Gunkins accidentally stabbed Dooku through the not Dooku, Grievous through the head, killed him, and then they take Anakin hostage. It's like, well, you can have his body.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how many times that the war on either side could have been won and messed up his Palpatine's plans.
Well, I mean, yeah, this case wasn't. There was, I remember, when they had the peace talks, and they were so close to having peace, in the galaxy, and then Palpatine was like, nope, screw that.
Yeah, or when Dooku gets captured by Hondo.
Oh, Hondo is still one of my favorite characters ever.
Yeah, he'd be a fun guy to see in live action.
They'd screw his face up, though.
That's true.
Oh,
he'd
man.
be in a good pirate movie.
That could be an interesting. I never realized how much the pirates actually talk like pirates.
Mm-hmm.
I was like watching it back, and I'm like, did they say Evast?
Yeah, they're just pretty much Pirates of the Caribbean.
I was gonna say, I was just like, I heard Evast, and I'm like, excuse me? What did this man just say? Did he just... What? I couldn't believe it. I was just like, what?
Yeah, Clone Wars is some of the best Star Wars content there is.
Absolutely, and there's so much of it. I remember...
Honestly, they could have made it 10 seasons, honestly.
Yeah, they could have. Yeah, but honestly, season... Here, let me pull it up. What season was I just in? Oh, season 4 has a bunch of filler in it that doesn't make any... Like, the 3 episodes, or 2 episodes where 3PO and frickin' R2 get lost in those caves.
Yeah, I don't even remember what episodes you're talking about, but anytime it's just the droids, it's pretty boring.
That was filler.
Yeah, they definitely have filler episodes that they just are like, all right, this is where we're gonna have a couple more episodes since we don't have budget for what we're gonna planning to do.
Yeah, I also don't understand how. See, this whole season has a bunch of. I didn't realize how long Barrow is. Is it? Is it four? It is 4 episodes.
Yeah, 4 episodes. It's a big arc.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, like that arc, the arc with like those force sensitives that I'm blanking on the name. It's Mortis, that's what it is. The Mortis arc.
Well, that's season
Um,
3.
Geonosis. Most about every Camino arc there is.
Oh, the freaking
Yeah.
prison. The prison one. The prison one was long.
The Citadel, that's a good one too.
The Mortis one was. I don't know. It's weird.
It's somewhat weird, but I thought it was like I thought it was a pretty good arc, kind of building up Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Ahsoka.
Yeah, then they just wipe his memory. It's just like, okay, done.
Yeah, the music is hearing that's pretty cool though.
I will say, now that I'm older, I actually can pay attention to when they play different music in places, and hearing the Imperial March. Oh, one of my
Yeah.
favorite scenes. I saw it in a TikTok, and then or a reel, and then I saw it play out in the series. It's when they have to fight the assassin droids. When they're oh, God, what's her name? The Duchess. They're transporting the Duchess to Coruscant, I think, on that ship. And so they have all the clones have to fight those assassin droids where all the bugs shoot out of them.
Yeah, the spider ones.
Yeah, the spider droids. Those, I thought, when the terrorist has, has the Duchess, right? And he's like, you shoot me, Duchess, you break your peace thing. And he's like, Obi-Wan, you kill me.
Anakin just comes up.
And then Anakin just murders him. But then you hear the Imperial March.
Yeah, ever so slightly in the background.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
he's like,
I like when they use that. It's kind of cool foreshadowing.
he's like, Anakin. It's like, what? He was going to blow up the ship.
Yep.
Gotta
I
do
like
what...
all the videos on like YouTube talking about all of the war crimes committed by Anakin in the Republic.
And what was it? I think there was an episode where Anakin actually... Don't they play... Oh, yes! He fakes getting captured in an episode, doesn't he?
Yeah, and then in the last season, he fakes surrendering to get out the smart droid, the tactical unit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When he rams a cruiser into that blockade in one of the early seasons, he says, "Yep,
Yeah.
let's surrender." And they're like, "Stop your ship!" I'm like, "Wait a minute, this is a war crime. Man's about to commit
Yes,
a
he's
war
committed
crime
several. Yeah, Anakin was a walking war crime, pretty much.
Yeah, but I mean the separatists, they let's see, they didn't commit war crimes against the Republic. I will say the bioweapons they were trying to develop, those are war crimes. They just never
Yeah.
got to use them.
Yeah, the separatists definitely committed war crimes too.
But all their war crimes that they actually committed, they wanted to commit worse ones, but they didn't. The worst ones they ever did, though, that ever committed, so far anyways, was against civilians.
Yeah, it's funny how they do that.
They have to show they're bad guys.
Yeah, gotta show evil on both sides.
It's definitely one-sided in the show. They don't do a very good job of showing it on the Republic side.
Yeah, you really don't see it. You see it in the, like, after the clones turn in like bad batch of stuff. But
Oh, that's because that's the Empire now.
well, yeah, but it's like the end of the Republic, kind of.
Yeah. The worst. Well, okay. The only times I see it are when the clones get racist.
Yeah, oh yeah, with the aliens.
Oh my God, they're so they're racist. So like when the Twi'leks, when they had to take back their planet, they call them tailheads.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Wolf is just straight up racist to him. And he's like, damn tailheads, and it's just like, okay, Wolf, all right.
Yeah.
Let's and then when they and that actually when the two episodes were R2 where it's centered around 3PO and R2 when they get lost in the caves, they land on that planet to do a relief mission, and all the little aliens come up to them. They're just like, oh no, it's gonna be another one of those planets. And I'm like, what do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean it's gonna be another one of those planets? Racist clones.
Yeah.